Hi, fire signs. Welcome to your energy update, checkup. Geez, for May 2021. But don't put a time on it because there's just too many layers in the reading to say that everyone this is May. It depends on where you're at in a reading. So, just I don't know. I guess I have to put a time on it. Well, I really don't. Anyways, welcome, fire signs. This is for sun, moon, or rising. Many of you are intuitively guided and you just don't even have a clue if you have fire in your chart. It doesn't matter. It means your guides wanted you here. This is what I call spiritual reading. I am definitely using my guides, and I feel like my guides go out and speak to your guides. That's how I feel. All right. We're going to stop talking. Though I do want you to also check out the monthly for May. Okay. This is going to be shorter, probably half the time. Because the May readings they're all at least an hour. And I know for some of you are like an hour, sanity. But I have to tell you, like, these readings, because we go in depth, right? They need that time. But at the same time, I have to tell you, quite the stories have been told with these energy updates. All right. We have the Three of Swords. We have the Star. Can be an Aquarius. There can be Aquarius that it directly has affected you, caused you some kind of pain, heartache. For some of you, I feel like this is coming out of that pain. And perhaps you're moving into a different type of energy. If you think of the seasons, or not even the seasons, but think about Airy, right? To me, the beginning of the tarot, the one who goes out and plants the seed, so to speak. And then you move into Taurus, right? That is the strength of, within the material world. That is to be able to create your material world. And you add these elements together, right, as you go along. It's like the season that we're in will kind of tell you, no matter who we are, what type of energy would best suit us. So anyways, we have the Two of Wands. I have to tell you, right when I was about to hit, to begin your reading, the second I was about to begin it, all of a sudden all these fire engines went off. And they all came right down my road. There was like 5 engines and then some volunteers behind them. And it's weird when they come right up your road, right? It's so loud. And I thought to myself, I thought of you. I thought of you guys. Like, We have the King of Pentacles, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. We have the Ten of Swords coming under the Three of Swords. In a way, I feel like this is saying that for some of you, it's almost like, you know what? My heart's been aching for so long that I'm just used to it aching. And I'm just going to, if it wants to ache, go ahead and ache. But in the meantime, boy, it just reminded me of Stephen Colbert. In the meantime, This is about, maybe you're starting to feel a little bit more grounded in your energy. You're in the Two of Wands, which is fire energy. And that talks about beginning a journey that has something to do with your own desires. And then the star beside it, right? That's your hopes, your dreams, your wishes. But it's not just thinking about it. It's like actively trying to manifest it by moving into it, right? And the Two of Wands is kind of saying that's what you have to do. We'll see who this King of Coins, King of Pentacles is. But let's get the rest of the cards. For some of you, this could certainly be asking you, and don't get mad at me, because I feel like we have to be really real in the readings, or what's a sense, right? But I feel like it may be asking you just to have like an energy check, that you are not reacting or giving into or holding back things in your life due to heartache or my thoughts, other people, right? This is about not letting all those things hold you back. And even if you're in it, I feel like this is something that you can, maybe you are creating in some way a way out of it. Interesting. Could be a slow process, but as long as it's every step is forward, you get to where you want to go. All right, we have the Queen of Cups. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Some of you are the Queen of Cups. Some of you may be wishing for the Ten of Cups. Or the Ten of Cups, the Queen of Cups, I'm sorry. But she does carry the energy of this Ten of Swords. There's going to be somebody, though, like if you're the Queen of Cups, and I don't mean you're naturally a water sign. I just mean that's the energy you're in. You're in more of an emotional state. Looks like emotional and mental, so to speak. And I feel like that has to change, because here's the Two of Wands. Back to your natural energy. We have the Three of Cups coming under the Two of Wands. We have the Six of Cups. And with that, we have the Palace of Wands. Okay, so this King of Pentacles is attached to the Six of Cups. This doesn't always have to be someone that I loved romantically. But it's someone that, when I think about them, I have happy memories about. Some of you are changing your life, and you're going forward, but you're going backwards at the same time. And what I mean by that is, I feel like I'm right now in a relationship, and I feel like truly I've given it all I can give, and just the energy, let's say, and the way it makes me feel, and where I know it's holding me back. I feel like it's almost like you're saying enough is enough. Enough is enough. And it's interesting, because even in this heaviness, let's just say, your dream or dreams stay alive, right? They're still alive. And this pain in the heart may have caused you to think back of someone, and you just might be giving someone new a chance, and you just may be leaving some energy that, listen, it's stabbing you in the back. But I have to say, in the three swords, like the three swords that are in your heart, they're also coming down at that Ten of Swords. So it just may say, maybe I stayed 3 years too long. That type of thing. It's just, they're three of those swords are your part. And whatever they are. And this Palace of Wands to me feels like somewhere new. I don't feel like you're in it. And by the way, fire is natural house, right? But I have to say, I don't feel like many of you are in it. Whether that be, metaphorically, and I also feel there may have been someone where, perhaps you kept getting cheated on, or, at least it felt like it. Maybe you don't have proof, but you feel it, right? It's like, oh, I feel it. And, it's like something that just keeps happening over and over and over. And it feels like in that energy, the only thing that's going to change is going to have to be you, right? Because I don't feel like I can change their energy or the situation's energy. The only thing I can do, I'm always able to, use the power of my own energy. And it's sometimes, trying to control what is uncontrollable is just a waste of time. So anyways, and I feel like what I'm doing is I'm just going through your mind thought. It's like I'm reading your mind. So anyways, this is almost like someone is pushing you to start thinking about a time maybe with someone when times were happier. There was laughter, fun, maybe childlike energy. But the Palace of Wands over that, that may be where this king, let's say, King of Pentacles, we don't know who he is yet. But, well, we kind of do. He's attached to the Six of Cups. What am I saying? And because I feel like, he may already be in that Palace of Wands. King of Pentacles doesn't have to be an earth sign. Remember that. Doesn't have to be a male. King of Cups, or King of Pentacles. I bet we get to King of Cups. The King of Pentacles is someone who can see the big picture of something. So I feel like, why would that even matter, right? Because I feel like, in a way, listen, it's like I'm broken, right? I feel broken. Maybe I'm not completely broken, but I feel broken. But I'm starting to look in a new direction, and I'm starting to think about me again and my dreams, my wishes. Where would I like to be? And I feel like from that energy, you are creating it. And trust me, I'm telling you the truth. Okay, let's keep going. We'll bring in the clarifiers. We had the Hangman. Well, that makes sense, right? The Hangman's kind of like a pause. Well, the Hangman can be a pause for 10 years. But ultimately, what the Hangman is looking for is wisdom. Wisdom on my next steps in this material world. Wanting to connect, right, to above. As above, so below. But, like, almost saying it, like, let me feel it. Some of you, I feel like yelling. You're yelling, like, if you're really there, then help me out of this. And by the way, I feel like when you ask, you will receive. However, in the same breath, if like, you gotta get yourself to the present moment at the same time. So I feel like a big lesson is learning how to be calm amongst the storm, calm within oneself amongst the storm. It's almost like I live with someone and there they are on the couch, but you know what? Like, I am lost in my own thoughts. It's almost like they're not there, but they're there, right? But don't feel like they're there. Excuse me. I know many of you worry about this cough that I have, and I figured it out. Like, every time I spray like an air freshener or something like that, like usually like an air freshener, it starts to choke me up. Okay, interesting. The Hangman's on the bottom of the deck too. You know, sometimes I think what we need to do so that we really know what we're talking about is, you know, when we say seeking wisdom, like research it. What does that mean? What does that do? How can it help me spiritually? How do my guides talk to me? I know how your guides talk to you. That kind of thing. You know, I feel like the more you know, the smarter off you are. Or maybe I should say the wiser. All right. Let's bring in the Light Seers Tarot. It's interesting because the King of Pentacles, but the person, the woman in the Three of Swords, they're both like staring at me, and they're from the opposite ends of the spread, though they are connected. And they're both staring at me. Queen of Cups is kind of looking off that way. It's interesting I just said Queen of Cups because here she is again. Boy, she's all wrapped around this Ten of Swords. What's going on here? Oh, what am I doing? I'm putting her in the wrong place, but still. So, some of you must be connected to a water sign. We have the Death card of Scorpio. So some of you may be directly connected to a Scorpio. Death card. So, what is that saying? It's saying that something has to come to an end, right? That there needs to be a rebirth in you, in your dreams. You know, death is over the Three of Swords. The word rebirth is over the star. I swear I didn't do that on purpose. It just so happens to be that way. So that's what the death card to me is. It's saying there's something that has to end because it no longer serves your soul's purpose. It may serve your human purpose, but it's not serving your soul's purpose. You know what I mean? Like, you got to be careful. Don't get them confused. Right? When I get stuck and I stay in that, that's not my soul wanting to do that. That's my, you know, that's a human emotion, human created emotion. I don't know if I said that right. Anyway, so the Three Swords. Listen, it's moved from the 3 to the 10. So really, I feel like this is just about enough, right? It feels like enough is enough. However, I don't want to say time has been wasted, because I feel like even if it's minutely positive, I feel like it starts you to think, you know, in a way, it's like, you know, it feels like, okay, now I see the purpose, because I feel like it starts you to think, and maybe it's happening to them too, we'll see, but of someone, of happier times. Now, it says to have that, what do you have to do? You have to have a rebirth. Over what? Over these swords and how they've been controlling your life, right? The Hangman here, you know, putting a pause. Some pauses are short, some pauses can be for eternity, right? So, gotta go. You know, I know that just sounds so simple, right? But it's simpler than we think. I know, because I practice it. You know what I mean? So I know, but, you know, so it is simpler than we think. Anyway, with the Two of Pentacles. Interesting. Two of Pentacles with, over the Star card, first of all. You know, what I like about this is you making a logical decision. This is you making a balanced decision. You know, this is you saying, what is it I want in my life? What is it I want in my life? How do I want my life to be? Do I want to be like the Ten of Swords? Do I want to remain in this ache of my heart? Or do I want to start thinking or recreating what can be, you know? And listen, I feel like it's almost like you're being inspired. This direction is being inspired to you. And I feel like you can trust that. Like, it's almost like you're jumping on a flow. And that flow is taking you this way, where otherwise you were going that way. So, I feel like this is you saying, yes, I'm going to put it to an end. Right? The Hangman is seeking awareness. This may be your awareness. You know, and I often feel it's the awareness of my next step. We have the Ten of Wands. You know, I love this Ten of Wands. I don't know why. And it's like Ten of Wands is a heavy, burdened type energy, right? It's when you feel like the world's on your shoulders. However, in this one, I just feel the opposite. You know, I always felt in the Ten of Wands that I'm at that energy, like I'm at that crossroads where if I can't end something myself, I almost wish the tower would just come in and do it, right? Almost force my hand. And I feel that often. Or we can, you know, it just means something within this period's coming to an end, naturally, right? And what I like about this is she's coming from the mountaintop, right? But why can't I speak? What once was her mountaintop, right? Probably with someone else. But, you know, it's just like, be careful, you know, you know how people judge, like, oh, they got such a beautiful house, they must, you know, must be nice. And then behind the closed doors is like pure hell, right? Pure hell. Don't know why I'm saying that. But anyways, so this is her walking through the struggle, I feel. Like, I'm willing to walk through the struggle. And I feel like, listen, she's carrying what she can take. And I feel like that means sometimes we have to let go of attachments to material things. Or don't let material things come before, become a problem. Right? They're just material things. So anyways, I feel like she is heading to the next mountaintop. And it's on the Ten of Wands. And here's the Death card saying, please, let's put this energy behind us and let's move forward, right? Step by step. And I feel like it's why you're getting the twos. Acknowledgement of the journey you've been on. But I don't know. I just feel like enough is enough. Like, if I was your girlfriend sitting at your kitchen table, which I often feel I am, I would say to you, you know, as your friend, enough is enough. You know, you have too much value. Anyway. For those of you who are fire, this is just not your natural energy. We have the King of Wands. So, fire. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. You know, sun, moon, rising. It's just, we have two kings right here. King of Wands and the King of Pentacles. You know, two different paths. I have to say also, I feel like, in a way, I feel like it's two different kings, and it may be two kings coming together, or it's the energy. But I also feel like it's one person, and I feel like they carry the energy. It's like I have the energy of Earth and Wand, so I feel like someone who's responsible. That's what I feel. But yet adventurous. You know, it's weird. It's like I'm Earth, but I'm fire. Like I allow my fire to guide me, and I allow my Earth to ground me. And in that way, I give up. You know, it's not about control. Anyway, let's see what else we have here. We have justice. Look at this, guys, coming over the Ten of Swords. You know, I never promote divorce, but I have to say, I do feel like these three swords and the 10 swords, you know, I just feel like there's some energy we cannot change, and, you know, we're not here to heal them. Sometimes we think we're here. That can be the 10 of Wands also, right? I thought it was my place to heal them, to make them better, to make them stronger. No. No, they have to go through their own experience, right? And it's almost like you can get on this loop of bringing the same things back and back, because 10 of Swords is certainly that. 10 of Wands, right? But under all that is a new beginning, just not with that person. So I feel like for some of you, this is a divorce. This is cutting of ties if I'm not married to this person. If it's just energy of people has been around me, it can be my family, my network, my friends, you know. And I feel like if it is, then you got to look at that. Like, do I want those friends? Do I need those friends? Because a rebirth will put you on a path. It's like if you follow the flow of really finding your soul family, and that's your real family. So, anyway, justice, cutting of the ties. 10 of Swords is over. 6 of Pentacles. Over this Queen of Cups, you know, this makes this person very empathetic, very compassionate, a giver of energy. This is someone, and this can be you. This may be on a path that you're, you know, even though all this exists, I feel like because I feel like when there's the awareness, then that's all I need. I just need that awareness. So then I can make, maybe look at things in a different way. But I feel like, again, it's like your guides are trying to give you energy that flows you. So, 10 of Wands here, she's going. She's gone. She's going. She's cutting ties. Or he. I love the 6 of Pentacles over the Queen of Cups, because I feel like, you know, again, this can mean many different signs, but it's still you. The energy where, you know, it's interesting because here, I definitely feel like there's no room to put love in there, right? But in your mind, so it's like Spirit's like, all right, I'll use your thoughts, and I'll start putting those seeds, which are really your seeds, right? It's seeds that I feel like you request at certain times. It's your hopes, your dreams, and your wishes, right? Here is the manifestation of it. But it began like within a thought mode, and I do feel like your guides put that in you, because in this energy, this is someone who is open to experience love. And when I say experience it, I mean, you know, the 6 of Pentacles is a very balanced give and take energy. You know, I give without expecting to receive, but yet, I receive. You know, it can be, I don't feel it's material. I feel it's more the feeling of how it makes you feel. You know, it's almost like it makes you high, right? So I like it. Not that you're high. Well, I mean, I don't care. All right, let's keep going. We have, well, look at this. We have the Six of Wands. So this is the energy of victory. We have 6 right next to the 6. You know, I feel like if someone's been trying, if someone, like, you know, I started thinking about someone and, you know, in like part of my misery, you know, they may not even know it, but they give me this escapism that allows me to kind of be free and remember right back at this time. But I'm also, I feel like, in a way, thinking about this Palace of Wands, you know, a very, your desires, right? This house is filled with just everything, action. I feel like some of you, it's like just what I've been waiting. It's just what I need. It's where I belong. So, just realized we have 666. Now I know some of you think devil energy with that, but I do not. I'm not saying it's not, but what I'm saying is, you know, we're reading from the light. And I feel more it's an angel message because on each and every one of them, it's quite a beautiful card. Okay. We have the, look at that. Now we have 4 6s. 4 6s. 6 of Swords. Well, goodbye, 10 of Swords. That's what's happening here. Goodbye. And it's interesting, right? Because in the 6 of Swords, like, you're in this choppy water, right? In the 10 of Wands, you know, you're going through the struggle of change, you know, but yet in your head, you know, it's worth it. Even if you don't know what exists, right? You're starting at the 2, which is really where you're supposed to, right? Here is the Palace of Wands for those who need to know. But moving out of the choppy waters into much calmer waters. I always feel that in the 6s, it's, you know, you're heading towards the 7s, which is a very spiritual time period, you know, and if it's talking of love, it's certainly a different type of love than what was. I can just tell you that. You know, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if some of you say the energy I was with was narcissistic, but you have to say, what are you holding on to at the same time? Anyway, we have the 7 of Cups. Interesting. So this kind of puts a little twist on it, right? Should I? Should I not? I don't know. Right? Boy. Like, I seem like I keep getting my heart broken. Well, it's because you keep manifesting out of the same energy, right? You're in a 3 of Swords, it's going into the 10 of Swords, and it feels like it's a repeating pattern. So there's something that changes, death. There's a death to that. And the rebirth is of your desires and dreams. And the 2 of Pentacles over that is a very logical look at it. You know, sometimes you can lose confidence in something. But nonetheless, I feel like, well, I want to look one more. And, you know, and there is a 7, by the way. So 4 6s. All right, we have the 3 of Pentacles. We have the 3 of Cups. And we have the Ace of Swords. So first of all, I feel like this is you receiving, you know, the guidance that you've been screaming for, right? Like I'm tired of hearing about other people, right? Getting this, doing that, this and that. But you have to see your part in it. And I know, listen, I have been in all kinds of energy in my life, and I have been in some of the most difficult. But I'm on the other side of it now, and I just have to tell you, you know what, sometimes I think love is, and truly what love is night and day. what the common denominator is me. You know, if I keep winding up with the same type of energy, well, then I got to look at, well, what's the common denominator? Well, that would be me, right? I'm part of all of it. And I'm only saying that because if you don't change your mindset, you know, here's the Ace of Swords, and I feel like this is exactly what I'm talking about, like how Spirit helps you to flow out of even the toughest of situations. You know, the Ten of Wands, listen, again, she's taking what she can take, and she's going. And you know, when she's going, I feel with the knowing that there's another mountaintop, and that is what I will now climb, right? And listen, it's back out. It feels like into your natural house anyway. You have the Three of Pentacles here. You know, this is a time where, first of all, there's celebrations over you. You. I feel like really this is you getting a piece of you again, like the way you used to be. Maybe the way someone from the past made you feel. There's, you know, it's like you're allowing your voice to come back, your uniqueness to come back, your childlike energy to come back. You know, this Queen of Cups, she's very connected to above, as above, so below. Always there, always present for you at any time you must ask. But then when you ask, it will be given, but you have to, you know, you have to do your part in it. After all, that's what you're here for, right? That's what we're here for. We're here to learn from these, you know, and many of us who've had these difficult lives. First of all, well, I'm just going to say, do I feel like we asked for it? I personally do. And I don't think you know that until you have overcome it, right? But then once you have, and once you start adding, truly adding your spirituality into it, and that's what the Ace of Swords is. It's truth. You know, it's truth of knowledge. It's truth of, you know, communication, your voice. You know, your voice is unique to the world. And bring it out. Some of you, I truly feel like it's like your uniqueness moving back into almost like this childlike, joyful type energy that this king or king up here, you know, it can be both, is attached to. So I feel like it's taking you on a journey. Where you're at, only you know, right? But I know you're somewhere on this journey. I'm hoping the majority of you are moving out of the Three of Swords and the Ten of Swords and moving into, you know, giving death what it's saying, what it's asking for, a rebirth. Use the Queen of Cups energy to connect, right? To connect to above. And listen, some of you, maybe you're even connecting, think of that, that's water. Water's love. Water, you know, is everything. You have to have water. Anyway, I don't know why I'm saying that. So, I think I'm going to leave it there because I wanted these to be relatively short, just to give you a helping hand. But I want to say, because there's a lot of change here, but my God, does it feel good? I'm just telling you, it feels good. But I know, like, just like you can't change them, I can't change you. It's got to come from you. And if you're crying out for help, I want you to know that, like, it's being heard. But in that help comes your action. Your action is required, right? Right? This is your life, by the way. So anyways, you know, here I am. Listen, I'm not preaching. When I say a lot of these things, I know that I need to learn a lot of that too. But nonetheless, here we have the Palace of Wands. So, you know, what a completely different energy than where we began. And, oh, by the way, Justice is the card of Libra. I don't know if I mentioned that. But anyway, she is, well, look, she's balanced, right? And even her, like, she's half above, half below, right? As above, so below. My higher self. Cutting ties that aren't serving me. You know, it's the energy of remembering. First of all, it's to make you whole again. What does that mean? It means that you're spirit. It means that, you know, this is that you're a warrior, that you've been there, that you've done that you can get over things. But it takes you sometimes to use the sword to cut the tie that's not serving you. The connection is here. I feel like, again, guidance that's pulling you a certain way. It's there. Like, you can connect. But there's a rebirth required. And it's not a bad thing. It's a great thing. And I'm going to leave it there. I love you guys so much. I feel like we may even like to take a few breaths. Like, remember throughout the day, breathe in and exhale and just calm your energy. I feel like I can feel like excess energy. Like, I want to shake it off. Anyways, guys, I love you. Thank you for leaving your comments and helping those, because remember, you're at different places. Some of you may have reached us like I have. Well, pretty much. But listen, I was here in my life. I truly was. I was. And I truly was this Ten of Wands many times where I took only what I could take. Even this last time, I brought 2 suitcases here to Sam's house, and that's it. You know? And one suitcase was full of my tarot cards and all that stuff, so crazy. But anyways, because, you know, you can rebuild. You can rebuild. Plus, I'm moving into a home. Anyways, I love you guys. You know, be who you are. 6 of Wands with this 3 of Pentacles. You know, this is you in a way. I feel like what you bring to the world, what you shout to the world, what you speak to the world, what you communicate to the world. Don't second guess yourself. Because it feels like, you know, the individuality within you is what is important. Not all the falseness that was back here. Rip all that off. Right? But anyway. Thank you for helping each other out. I really appreciate it. I really love it. It makes me feel good, right? And I think that's why I just keep doing this, because it's like I'm just falling in love with you guys, right? And I love your comments and I love your energy. I just do. So anyways, the best to you. I don't know why I'm saying that. Don't forget to check out your monthly. You know, you can there's a few readings out there that may come together really nicely for you. So there's one I have out, and I think it's called Spiritual Tarot, and it's talking about that the signs, you know, the change is coming and the signs are here. I feel like that may be something. I'll try to remember it and put it as like on the end screen. Anyways, I love you guys. I will see you in the readings. Bye-bye.